With fall sports in full swing, we have all sorts of action to get to. We're going to kick this sportscast off in Palisade, where the Bulldogs took on the Bears in softball. Let's get to the action. 1-0 rifle in the bottom of the first. Palisade gets two back-to-back singles off of bunts as Alicia Franco makes it onto base. Shortly after, in the same inning, the Bears try for the out at third. This one is overthrown. Taylor Mosby is going to take the risk running for home, tying this game up at 1. But the Bulldogs don't stop there. Cleanup hitter Jordan Bauer popping a grounder past the pitcher. Short not able to get the ball fast enough as Franco finds home plate and takes the lead. Palisade up 2-1. Next up, Anaya Guajardo is there to emphasize on that lead. She finds the pitch, sending the grounder past first and into the outfield as Melissa Carroll, along with, after a little hesitation, Madison Bay, get in for the 2 runs. The Bulldogs staying up 5-1. Finally getting their chance to make the early comeback, Rifles' Kaylee Stark hits this one straight over to second base. While they get the ball in, it's not quick enough. The Bears get the run, now down 5-2. Fast forward to the 5th inning, Palisade up 5-3 now. Bauer back for more with one on third. She bombs one out to right field, getting 2 RBIs as Franco and Carroll make it around the bases. After giving up 7 runs in the 6th, Palisade was still able to come out on top with a final score of 14-13. But that's not all that was happening. There was some high school volleyball in the mix. The Grand Junction Tigers taking on the Roaring Fork Rams. The Tigers with the early lead in the first set. Lexi Healy trying for the spike to add on to that, but couldn't get it over the net. Junction still up 8-7. And shortly after, the Tigers find themselves in a tough position as Taylor Beagle tries to get the ball over, but it's blocked by Sienna Pargeter Walker for the Rams point. Roaring Fork up 13-11. Trying to get the momentum going again for Junction, Gracie Hampton is going to set it up, giving Liana Clements the chance to spike past their opponents for the Tigers point. After a lot of back and forth, the two teams were tied up at 24. That is until Roaring Fork gets 2 back-to-back points. The Tigers trying to stop the ball, but Pargeter Walker wasn't letting that happen. Roaring Fork wins the first set 26-24, but Junction does come back, taking the match in the 5th set. Now let's get over to Mike with some soccer.
Oh boy, thank you, Jocelyn. Let's turn the volume up on this. Very happy to have the student section back in attendance. Boisterous too. I think it might have been Palisade who have gotten the better of Central when I pointed my camera. But who would have the last laugh on the field? Nobody if the keepers had any say. Both called into action early, squashing through balls on both sides of Maverick Field. It has to be said, Central was owning possession in the first half. The crowd calling on Angel Moreno to shoot. This one doesn't have the venom to trouble Enrique Clemente, but we'll hear more from both of them later. Central on the corner kick. The ball's going to go ping pong off defenders inside the box. It falls to Adrian Soto Mendoza's feet. He has a go, but a nice shot from a Pali defender, Colton Finley, getting in the way. Off the next corner, it goes wide, and a nice low early cross finds offensive player, but watch the fingertip save from Clemente. We are still knotted at 0, but not for long. Palisade on offense here, but watch how fast Central's counter works. Here, a one-touch pass ahead from Moreno to Alfonso Wallace, and watch the speed on display. Finds it, puts his laces through it, and puts the Warriors on top 1-0. But here comes the Bulldogs, committed to fighting back. Trustin Miller on the ball here. You just can't get it to dip enough to force the save. Later, Central working their offense. Baluelis, he's going for a brace, but misses it by just this much. I promise you, though, we're going to show 2 goals. Could it come here? Palisade using that patented long ball forward. Finds the feet of Bill Hendricks, but takes a bobble on him. That shot was always going high, but this is a thing of beauty. Moreno is going to show why the fans were yelling to shoot. Check it out. From well outside the box, missiles that bad boy. Nestled into the top right corner. Have another look. Great touch, inch perfect work off that right boot. Central go on into the half with a 2-goal lead. They would win 2-0, by the way. Central wins it. That's your final.